Well, I just got reminded that when I start to shoot a video, I've got to check my alarms on the phone, because if an alarm goes off, it shuts off the video. So here's installment number 2 about my itinerary. So whenever I get back on the road, it'll depend on, can the mechanic work on my car right away when I get my money, which could be as soon as today or tomorrow or the next day. Get on the road, head down to the mountains. There's a trailhead into the mountains about an hour south of here, and another one about an hour beyond that. And then I might stay a day or two up in those mountains. I liked doing that a lot a week ago, just at the local little park, gorgeous Los Troncones Parque Ecologico. But I think I'll skip that park now and go on to the higher peaks. And then from there, it's straight shot to Tampico. And I'm wanting to spend possibly as much as a whole month at Tampico because it's gorgeous old city and great beaches. And I actually met a woman at the hotel here who lives there. And if she gets back to me, which she said she might, I might even have a friend to visit there. Then from Tampico, it seems like the next logical stop, I'm not wanting to go all the way out at the end of the Yucatan, which is my supposed destination yet, because that's a long-ass ways out there, and it makes more sense to me to visit places just south of here, basically, starting with San Miguel de Allende, where that was my number one place to relocate 12 years ago when I came really close to moving to Mexico. From San Miguel de Allende down to Mexico City, how can you skip it? How can you skip it? Big city, we're not crazy about big cities, but people say so many wonderful things about Mexico City. I'm just dying to see it. I gotta see it. And then after that, then we would head out to the Yucatan. We haven't really gone south much of where we want to go, and take the northern route through the Yucatan through Merida, which comes highly recommended. It's not a beach community. It wouldn't be my long-term place, but I'm told there's a lot of great stuff, a lot of resources. I was a little prejudiced against it because of all the expats there. I'm not crazy about making my home base a place that's all expats, or so many, but a number of people are saying I should go there. Do you see that cute little hair sticking straight out from the top of my head? Isn't there a cartoon character who has, boom, no, it won't pull out. And out at the end of the Yucatan, there are things kind of clarifying the picture there. There are so many resorts out there. Alba at the front desk at the hotel apprised me of some Mexico news that I hadn't heard, which is that there's a big spat between in Cancun, which I'm told is really a great place to go. My friend Molly from the Brownsville Visitor Center loves Cancun. What Alba said is Cancun's a bit of a mess right now, not because of cartels, but because there's a big conflict between the traditional taxi drivers and the Uber drivers that are moving in. And I can picture why they'd have a right to be mad about that. And that it's getting kind of rough. That they're like pulling people out of taxis or stopping taxis, and it's making it not such a pleasant place. What my friend Kay in Chicago really raved about Tulum. It's the first I've heard directly. I knew it was a place to check out. And she recommended Akumal, Akumal, which is right near Tulum in what they call the Mayan Riviera out at the end of the Yucatan. And I did a little research on Akumal, and it looks so beautiful. So that's definitely. Several people have really raved about the Playa del Carmen, including my old girlfriend Jennifer. So that's definitely on the list. And Cozumel, where my friend Anita is with her husband, and they're doing really good work in the big city, San Miguel de Cozumel. So Cozumel Island is big, and it's not all Shishi resorts. There's a big city that has a diverse population, and they're doing artistic expression classes with disadvantaged kids and adults. So that's real intriguing. And Anita's a great person and a nice part of my history, and I'm looking forward to seeing her. So, good. That's the rest of my life planned out right there, and nothing ever works out according to plan in my life. Life always has little plot twists, and so who knows what actually is going to play out. But it's nice having these fantasies, and it wasn't until I actually was in Mexico I wasn't taking all these plans serious. I wasn't studying maps or looking at Wikipedia articles and stuff because I didn't know if I was ever going to get into Mexico with my expired plates, and I wasn't supposed to. You need to look at that one. And I refer to that story in several videos. I'll tell it really quick here. We had spent months researching the different border crossings and strategies for how to get in with expired plates, because I can't get them fixed without going back to North Carolina. I'm not about to do that. And do you give them a tip, bribe? That's certainly possible, but dangerous, because you can't count on all the Mexican border agents are going to be dishonest. No. And if you get someone who's absolutely proud of their integrity, what are they going to do? They might lock you up. I don't know. So, but I just had 2 weeks ago, yesterday, on the 13th, I just had a feeling about the Progreso on the American side, Nuevo Progreso on the Mexican side crossing, which is a real easy, informal crossing. Mostly people walk across because the road is kind of crazy on the other side. It lands you right in the middle of a bazaar, like in Middle Eastern countries. It's wild and wonderful, but it's a welcome to Mexico place, not a business place. So, but no, they stopped me. They stopped me and right away said, no, your tags are expired. You can't come in. And I have a strategy in situations like that, which has served me well in the past, which is don't assume that's their last answer. Wait them out. It's not over till the fat lady sings. And so I said, so I just laid low and chatted with him, and he finally said, well, what were your plans today? And I lied and said, I just wanted to go over for a couple hours. I haven't been in Mexico for so many years, which wasn't true. I had successfully slid across the border once before where they just didn't check the tags over in McAllen, big commercial crossing. But I wasn't ready to go. I didn't have money in my pocket. I had no plans for staying, so I just drove across back over to Nuevo Progreso that day. So I lied. I said, no, going for a couple. He says, couple hours? And I said, yeah, we're going back to Westlaco where we're staying. And so I just wanted to go across for a couple hours. And he says, oh, okay, go, have fun. Go for a couple hours, but don't try to cross until you get your tags fixed. And I said, great, thank you, officer. That's really nice. I'll have a nice couple of hours driving 120 miles within 2 hours and be so far gone and never come back. I didn't say all that. I said, good. And then we'll go back to Westlaco. Super. Thank you. Very nice. So that's how we crossed. All right. Bye. And I think I've got the whole thing on tape. They did not like my iPhone sitting on this pedestal on the dashboard. They made me take it down, but I never shut it off. And I just put it under the dashboard. And I haven't even gone back to listen. It turned out to be a 22-minute tape. And I think the whole conversation is audio recorded. I think. We'll see. Okay, bye.